We're going somewhere we haven't been into in a long time.
Long time.
There used to be an El Pollo Loco by our house, but we had to drive quite a ways to get to one. So we're going to try the new Double Queso Quesadilla.
Mr. President, we need to go to El Pollo Loco and get the new quesadilla because I heard it's very good.
Thank you, Mr. Kissinger.
Thank you, Mr. Kissinger. We're going to do that, but don't record it. I have not seen this. I have not smelled this. All I know is that it's in this bag. Is this finger food? Do we need utensils for this? The quesadilla, you shouldn't. You should be able to use your hands.
But here is the quesadilla. It's in this bag.
That queso dollar. Okay. Doesn't look very big. That bag it can't hold that much. I'm already a little bit disappointed in this.
And there's also a side of chips. I guess we should have asked for salsa.
Why would there be a side of chips? I don't know it came with chips.
I didn't know either.
I don't go to a Pollo Loco that often. It came with chips and we got no salsa.
Whoops. Oh, it's all part of the process.
Gotta eat it dry. All right, it's a bag. Yeah,
it's a bag.
We're not eating the bag.
No, we are eating what's inside the bag.
It's a quesadilla that has no cuts in it, so we have to like share it.
Oh, damn it.
Yay! He almost dropped it. He almost dropped that. It says, cheese lovers unite. In addition to our fire-grilled chicken, avocado, pico de gallo, salsa, tortilla chips, and sliced jalapeno, this quesadilla is filled with enough Monterey Jack and double the queso cheese to satisfy your cheese cravings. So it's got a lot of stuff on it.
So that's right from the website.
That's right off their website.
Well, let's be the judge of that.
Let's go. Am I going first?
You do the honor.
Oh, that's heavy, man. Look at that. Wow. You know, you put 2 of those on a bar and you could do some curls with that. I might have to take a couple bites to get into like the depth of this. That's really heavy though. It looks lighter than this.
Well, right from the start, you get this big blast of cheese. Then you start getting into the jalapenos, and then the chicken hits you. And then just all together, it was like, wow. Like, it was a really stuffed quesadilla. It was similar to the Taco Bell's Crunch Wraps, but if it were to be slightly better. And I love Taco Bell, but this is what it reminded me of.
He lives at Taco Bell. I think that's his second home. Now, for me, I actually think that the jalapenos were more prominent than the cheese itself, even though the cheese is supposed to be the highlight of this particular dish. To me, the jalapenos kind of took over. Not in a bad way, though. I didn't think that it was a bad... I mean, I'm not a huge jalapeno fan, but I think it actually works in this particular dish here. I think everything tasted really good to me. What was that called from Taco Bell?
The Crunch Wrap.
It reminded me of the Crunch Wrap as far as the texture of the shell goes.
One thing to note is, unlike the Crunch Wrap, which was about $3, this is $6.
$6?
I don't know if that's asking too much, but it is a little steep in comparison to the Crunch Wrap.
If we had a Crunch Wrap next to it, they'd be similar. I think the Crunch Wrap might be a little smaller.
It's a little smaller,
but like half the price. And not the same ingredients either. It's just kind of the similar type design.
Same style, right.
Look at all that stuff in there. It's like a rainbow of food colors. There's all kinds of goodness just stuffed in there. It really is stuffed, isn't it? Whoa, 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 whoa. How many colors are in there? There's yellow, red, orange, green. What else is in there? How many colors do you see, boys and girls?
I mean, one thing I will say is, I'm glad there is meat in here, too. I feel like if there wasn't, having that extra texture in there, I don't know if it would be as good.
It's just, there's so much going on there that it's hard to really discern the different types of cheeses in there.
Right.
But they all blend really well together. I mean, that's not saying anything wrong with it. There's just a lot of flavor going on there, in a good way, really.
I feel like El Pollo Loco should do chicken right, and they definitely do flame grilled chicken to perfection, and it is shown in this double queso quesadilla.
Yeah, the chicken is actually very good. It's tender, it tastes good. It's almost kind of a background flavor though behind some of the other things in there. The cheese and the jalapenos are kind of first. There is pico on here, but I didn't taste it my first couple bites until I took like my third bite, and then I got a big mouthful of it. It wasn't really evenly distributed. The mouthful I got of pico seemed to blend really well with all the other ingredients in there.
I felt a little bit more guacamole in my second or third bite.
Yeah.
And like you said, everything meshes really well, and I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had El Pollo Loco in probably 6 years.
It's been a long time.
So it's kind of refreshing to have something new.
But I mean, it seems like it's almost like a layered kind of thing. Like the first few bites seem to taste different than the next couple bites. Seem to just that might be the way this particular one is made. I mean, that's on purpose. I don't know, but I still have no complaints about anything in this particular dish. It's definitely filling. It's a full meal. If you eat that, you're going to be full. I guarantee it.
And you get a little bag of chips with it.
Which, when they asked if we want a salsa, I was wondering why, so I said no. Now I know why.
If we had known that there were chips with the quesadilla, we probably would have had salsa,
Yeah.
because
Well,
we both are chips and salsa guys.
Rookie mistake. So don't bash us for that.
But people aren't here for us to review tortilla chips.
No.
They're here for us to look at this quesadilla.
Right.
So, what do you think? Final thoughts.
Okay. As I've said in previous videos, if we're doing a scale of 1 to 10, it has to be a fast food scale. You can't convert this to some other like fancy restaurant. That's not fair. So on the fast food scale of 1 to 10, man, I'm going to say it's a solid 8.5.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think that they did a really nice job with this one. It's a limited time only. There's a couple other ones as well. I don't remember what they're called, but there's I think 3 of these that they just released.
There's one of them that is the barbecue bacon, and it also has avocado. And then the other one is fajita and guacamole. So pick your preference. We went with the cheese one because that's the only one that didn't have onions. But tell us what you think in the comments. Have you had one of these 3 quesadillas from El Pollo Loco before? We'd be interested to see what you have to say about it.
And if you like this video, please subscribe and hit the notification bell for future videos from us.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Quesadilla time. Quesadilla time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.